know it feels like you've been sitting in the waiting room for a very long time. God has not come through. You're wondering, does he even have your number? It's kind of like when you go into a restaurant and it's like taking a very long time. You know, you put in your order, you've made your request, and it's taking like forever for the server to come back with your food. You're getting hungry, you're thirsty, you have nothing. That's what it seems like. But just when you're like, getting mad, getting upset, gonna be like, forget this restaurant. I ain't paying nothing. I just want to get up and go walk and go down the street to the next restaurant. As you're lifting up, getting ready to get up out of your chair, here comes the server with your food. And when you get your food, you've been to this restaurant many times before actually, but this is like the best food that you ever tasted. It's never tasted that good. Everything is on point. And the server is providing you excellent customer service. They're coming back bringing you refills on your fries without you even have to ask. They're coming and refilling your drink. They're asking you, is everything okay? Making sure you've had the best experience. So you're sitting there, was this worth it in the end, or should you have got up and went down the street to McDonald's? No, I'm here to tell you, stay at that fine restaurant and just wait. Your food is coming. When you're waiting, when you're sitting here and you're just questioning, whether God is hearing you, all that, this is not the time to give up. This is the time to just really lean in and stay focused on what God's about to do in your life. Galatians 6:9, and this is the New Living Translation. It says, so let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. That's the key. Not to give up. Just be patient with God. God's timing is perfect, and you have to remember that. It's easier said than done. Even I get impatient sometimes, but you really have to remember when we want something is not necessarily the right time. When God makes it happen, that's on his divine time. You've prayed, you've waited, you've tried to stay strong and have faith. The enemy is starting to plant doubts in. Push the enemy away out of your mind, because God is saying, get ready. So how do you know when this season of waiting is about to end? I know that's what everybody wants to know, because you're sitting there probably wondering like when, I've been doing this for a long time. Some people have to wait. You can pray, it could happen instantly. It could be weeks, months, sometimes even years. It just depends on what God's timing is. For one thing, one clear way to know when this waiting is going to end is when just doors just start opening. Not you kicking them down, trying to do, martial arts or whatever on the door. No. Like literally when the door just opens, when it's like something is like served to you, just like handed to you on a platter, that's when you know God is really moving. Another thing is things start falling away, or I'll say things or people start falling away that no longer serve your purpose. Sometimes when God's really about to move in your life, like friends will be removed from you, or associates and acquaintances, or it could even be family members for whatever reason. It could just be anything that could be possibly a distraction. Like maybe you're getting sick of looking at social media all day or whatever, or it makes you, some people's social media actually causes them to stumble. Like they could look and see somebody getting a new car and maybe you have a jealous spirit over that or something like that. Things will just start clearing out because God is trying to help you clear out all this mess out of your mind and be prepared for what he's about to give you. Maybe you've been waiting for clarity and all of a sudden things start seeming more clear, like you're getting answers. Maybe you were waiting on a job and all of a sudden now the rejection emails stop. Basically, it's like you're about to step into a room and God was like preparing you while you were still standing in the hallway. So when you think things are, or when you feel things are about to start shifting, this is what you need to do. First, you need to stay ready. Now's not the time to get lazy. Stay prayed up and stay in the word. The next thing, you should speak expectation. Thank God ahead of time for what he's gonna do. You don't always have to wait for it to happen in order to thank God. God he hears you in everything. And if you have faith, he's gonna bless you. He's gonna answer your prayers. It might not be exactly the way that you thought it should be, but God does answer prayers, and you just have to believe and have faith in that. So you need to pray and thank God ahead of time and speak with expectation. Next thing you need to do is kind of make room for whatever the blessing is. If God's bringing something new, what are the old things that you need to let go of? Don't sleep on this moment. If God is shifting you from waiting, that means he's moving you into purpose. If this word was confirmation, drop a comment, because if doors are opening, now's the time for you to walk through them. Pray for alignment with God and get ready, and actually stay ready. Everybody stay blessed. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and a notification button so you be notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you in the next one.